Every student has different study habits. Some are effective and lead you to good grades, others don't work so well. If you think you spend a lot of time studying but still underperform, you should make sure you're avoiding poor study habits. In this video, I'm gonna show you 5 common study habits you should avoid. When midterms and exams roll around, lack of time seems to be normal. During the semester, you often have other tasks and social activities than doing your homework. When your exams is just a few weeks away, you need to put in extra efforts, but that doesn't mean you need to stay awake the whole night. According to a study published in the journal Scientific Reports, college students who did not sleep or wake up at consistent times every day were more likely to get lower grades. Students need rest before an exam because sleep helps the brain process and retain information learned during the day. At night, the human body gets exhausted due to different activities through the day. When you study at night, you may not comprehend all the concepts of the subject. This means long study sessions without sleep are counterproductive because the brain can only retain the general aspects of the information. Because of that, it's important to develop good sleep habits as it's to develop good study habits. No active studying. Almost every student uses the strategy of highlighting the key paragraphs of every chapter that they study. Highlighting a textbook does help make you feel great. It looks like you've done an enormous amount of studying. But reading and highlighting notes will not be enough to learn new and complex things. Although highlighters make a visual impact, but they don't make the content prominent in the human mind. You may think that rereading the highlighted parts will augment your preparations, but they don't do so, because highlighting a textbook doesn't require a real effort of your brain. Taking notes, on the other hand, requires understanding what you're writing to a much greater degree. Sure, you can skim on understanding, but usually taking notes involves more input than highlighting. According to Professor Emeritus Marty Lobdell, testing or quizzing yourself works well, since you must get information from your memory, something that you don't do when reading textbooks. This will help you to retain all the information better and score higher in the upcoming exam. Studying with friends. A lot of people love studying with friends. When students study in groups, they become motivated to study harder, where they also get the chance to share each other's ideas. But most of the time, this group studying turns out to be wasting hours, where they only play games, chat and enjoy among themselves other than doing some serious work. When students choose to study alone, they can focus completely on the material. They don't have to worry about study sessions turning into hangout sessions because they're with friends. As you probably know, all students have different study strategies for preparing for tests. Some students want to sit in their own rooms listening to soft background music. Others need to be in a public space with lots going on around them to keep focused. Studying alone allows students to study in an environment that's perfect for them and allows the freedom to choose when they want to study and for how long. Procrastination. Some people work well under pressure, but when it comes to studying, procrastination is one of the worst habits that people have. Procrastination is an active process. You choose to do something else instead of the task that you know you should be doing. There will be a time when you cannot encourage and motivate yourself anymore to study longer. it's important that you should take a break at that time. To overcome that habit, one way is to break the project or assignment into small chunks and set a deadline for each chunk to ensure that you will be able to work properly and finish the project on time. To maintain your productivity, you need to take regular breaks. Most people need a break every 45 minutes of study. Take a break of 5 to 10 minutes before starting to study again. These breaks are for relaxation between two study sessions, and you give sufficient time to the brain to absorb information. Being distracted by social media and cell phones. Today, with all the social media and our smartphones, it's hard to not get distracted. Continuously logging in the social network websites, doing studies or chatting with friends has become a habit. We've known for a long time that repeated interruptions affect concentration. In 2005, research carried out by Dr. Glenn Wilson and London's Institute of Psychiatry found that persistent interruptions and distractions at work had a profound effect. First, you need around 15 minutes to resume the interrupted activity at a good level of concentration, and second, those people who are distracted by emails and phone calls saw a 10-point fall in their IQ, twice that found in studies on the impact of smoking marijuana. Because of that, turn off the cell phone and log out of social media accounts. Save checking in Facebook or sending the text to a friend for a study break. That was a lot of information. Let's make a short recap what we've learned today. If you want to perform better and study more efficient, then you should avoid the following things. Trying to cram for tests the night before. No active studying. Studying with friends. Waiting until the last minute to start an assignment. Being distracted by social media and cell phones. I hope that you try to avoid these 5 habits in the future. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.